Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we've got a good one on tap between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Detroit Lions. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, we look at this Lions team entering play. They come in off a loss last time out, but they've been playing better than 500 ball the last couple months. 5 wins in their last 8 games. Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, we're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. They'll be led out by the number 2 overall pick in 2016 from North Carolina, Mitchell Trubisky.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. It was Trey Flowers that time who got a hand in and broke it up. The offensive starters now for the Cowboys.
And this offensive line, they're going to have to be a lot better than they were right there. We certainly won't measure them just by 1 play. But they definitely got a big challenge ahead of them in this one because this defense, they love to run blitz, and they clog up the running lanes.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Lions will take over. So here are the Lions now as they get set for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their quarterback, the Stanford man. It's Andrew Luck.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think he's just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And we look now at the Lions offense.
It'd be fun for us to keep our eyes on wide receiver Jarvis Landry because we know if the ball is going to be in the air, he's likely to be on the receiving end. A 4-time Pro Bowler, he plays with an intensity that rubs off on his teammates.
Now Mostert, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. We'll look now at our starting defense. They enter this one number 13, Charles, in the NFL in stopping the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
Key to tight end, key to tight end. 4 down, check.
Lock on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Christian Wilkins able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least.
And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now, there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And for a second straight play, the Lion defense drops him behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The numbers for Howard a week ago, 6 catches, 62 yards, and a touchdown.
That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Locke. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Now, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. The numbers last week for Bernard, 19 carries, 69 yards.
They've lost a bunch of games in a row now. They've got to start thinking a little bit differently, maybe a little bit outside of the box. Find other ways to move the football. I don't know if you're going to do it through the air or maybe change up how you establish your run game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Able to power through. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard on the 3rd down throw, and that leads to a 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Play action. Now Trubisky. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. On first down, Bernard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Pick it up,
Trubisky will throw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a carry for Bernard. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. They'll flip this quickly out to Beasley. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Trubisky. He can run for it, and he will. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. On first down, Trubisky. And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
At the 21-yard line.
We're scoreless after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they are looking at a 2nd and 5 situation.
Stop! 180! 52.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And this is complete. It's Allen. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A gain of 13. It's a first down. The first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. Now Bernard. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll run here with Bernard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now Trubisky to throw. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's not like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3 is just not that good.
And people say we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a 1st down. They'll fake it. Now Locke.
That was a route.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The seasoned vet out of Penn State, Cameron Wake, in to drop him. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. The Lions on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Love. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And he gets it down to the 32. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Love. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
All right, let's focus now on Giovanni Bernard. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself.
And we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series so those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So they search for that patience here now. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. They'll run on 1st down. Bernard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right.
On 2nd and a yard. Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now it's Trubisky. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Mostert. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Mostert. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to go back to Watkins. That'll bring up second down. This is Mostert. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23. And on third down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Out of the gun, Luck. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Well, here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Here's Bernard, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
52's the mark, boy. 52.
Second and 7 at their 48-yard line.
Now a give, right side. Bernard. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
6 yards. And it's
A first run for the backup, Abdullah. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 7 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. To throw is Locke. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Throwing is Locke. And this will be incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now it's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And heading back out there, Giovanni Bernard getting ready to go again. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success, at least so far here in the second quarter. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about two-thirds complete after this weekend. So lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. In our game, it's been Mitchell Trubisky who's looked sharp thus far. His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter three. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Well, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Back to throw, Love. It's caught here by Adams. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 47-yard line.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Khalil Mack make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
I don't think there could have been a better pocket for him to throw from, yet he never got rid of the football, and it goes down as a sack.
I mean, he had time to build a campfire back there. They still couldn't get rid of it.
I'll bring the s'mores next time.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion on 2nd down now. Bernard. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Trubisky now to throw on third down. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Trubisky now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They run the counter. Bernard. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 18. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Wells. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Now Trubisky to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down. Throw a fastball when that wasn't necessary. Incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Oh, yeah!
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From just shy of midfield, Luck, and he's got the hook up to Landry. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. A carry now for McKissick.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short. That's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football.
4 yards on the pickup.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Let's go,
7 yards there and a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. They'll try the air now with Locke. And that's complete to Adams. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 14. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Keep playing hard,
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2. at the Cowboys' 6-yard line.
On 2nd and 2, Luck. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Throwing on 3rd down, Luck. And he's got it. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come out in the pistol. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. Here's Luck. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Davante Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Trubisky. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And now it's 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. And Detroit getting set to go now. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Now on 2nd and 13. Luck. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Luck's pass complete to Davante Adams. He's out of bounds.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Hey, we got to get to the ball.
ball. Let's keep moving.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. He'll run it, pushing through the contact, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
You better be afraid of me.
On third down, Trubisky. He may try and run for this. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Switch up, switch up.
First down, Cowboys.
On first and 10, it's Trubisky. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
Play action. It's Trubisky. They'll roll him out right. He'll try and run it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 41. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Now Trubisky on first down. And that is incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Now it's Trubisky. He's got Allen. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down.
False start, offense.
The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
Now Trubisky on third and long. And that's caught by Beasley. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll run it here with Brown. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. Trubisky will throw. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, third and goal. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
First and 10 at the 47.
Luck on first down. Under pressure, and down he goes. Luck is sacked. Sheldon Richardson in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. To try again after the sack. Luck looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's third down. From the gun on third down, Luck. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. They go play action with Trubisky.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. They'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. On first down, it's Samuels. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game.
Come on, come on,
On first down, Bernard. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
Easy work.
The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Again, here's Bernard. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Here's Trubisky. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The linebacker Darius Leonard applied the heat. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Andrew Luck and company heading back onto the field. And not the start that he expected. You look at the numbers, though, he's got back here to his elite level.
And I get the sense that the defense game played a little bit different than what he expected. You know, he had an idea from watching tape what he should expect. They changed things up on him a little bit and caused that slow start. But the best ones, they take it as a challenge, and they come fighting back, and that's exactly what we saw there.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Three bud.
They snap it to Locke. He's going to let it fly. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it would appear the Cowboys are going to win this football game. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This is the type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for Dallas, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Lions, it's a loss that'll drop them back to 500 through 10 games. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.